And after some political matters, the All Progressives Congress has set up 20 subcommittees ahead of its national convention slated for the 26th of March. This was contained in a statement or document released to journalists and signed by the Secretary of the Caretaker Committee, Akpan Udoedehe. We have more in this report.
National Convention of the party from February 26, 2022.
First, it was 26th of February. Then the date for the National Convention was postponed to 26th of March.
We have agreed and approved that the activities of the National Convention commence from the 24th of March and terminate on the 26th of March.
With the new date has come a flurry of party activities, but there are fears that crisis within the party will threaten the proposed date. This is as the Independent National Electoral Commission has made adjustment to the deadline date for the conduct of party primaries and resolution of disputes arising thereof from 4th of April 2022 to 3rd of June 2022. The APC Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, meanwhile, has released a subcommittee list which it earlier withdrew for adjustment. The Central Planning Committee has a 12-man team of the Caretaker Committee members. The Secretariat Support Committee is a 7-man team. The Accreditation Committee has 41 members, while other committees are made up of 40 members each. Secretary of the Caretaker Committee, Akpan Udoedehe, said the setting up of the subcommittee complied with the schedule of activities for the convention.
All right, let's talk this through by speaking with APC chieftain, Dr. Kailani Mohammed, who is joining me to discuss this. Thank you so much for joining us on TVC News. Quickly, INEC announced the party primaries, which are to hold on April the 4th and June the 3rd, 2022. This means your party effectively has about 7 days after the convention to prepare for the primaries. Don't you think your party is running against time? Mr. Mohammed, can you hear me? Mr. Dr. Kailani Mohammed, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, if you get the first question, I said based on the new schedule, the date that INEC has actually announced, don't you think your party, which has not done its convention, March 26th, but after the convention, it looks like your party is already running against time?
Yeah, I can hear you. You see, it's really, really unfortunate, and I don't know what to say, because they allowed the party convention, APC party convention, to linger for such a long time. The extraordinary planning committee that was set up by President Muhammadu Buhari was to last for only 6 months. Now it lasted for almost 2 years. You see, this is what is actually happening nationwide. We need to make amendments in this country to make sure that the right things are done at the right time. Now, as you mentioned, after our national convention, goes willing, on the 26th of March, we will only have 7 days to the primaries. This is rather unfortunate, but what we are saying is they have to do the right thing. We need to bring in new people on board. But as we are talking today, people, if you go to Sokoto, you go to Kano, if you go to Zamfara State, most of the states where congresses were held, we still have crisis. And the reconciliation committee that was set up by the chairman extraordinary committee,
right,
to go around to reconcile all the aggrieved members, only went to the governors, they didn't reach the grassroots.
Right, Dr. Jailani.
So this lingering,
Dr. Kailani,
yes.
Because we are actually running against time on the news as we speak, I wanted to quickly respond to this. We'll definitely have to talk to you again about this. But very briefly, do you think your party has the capability to resolve all of the growing tensions within the party? Look at the list that was released recently. It was again withdrawn. So what's with this list? And does the party has the power, the capability rather, to resolve all of this crisis before the convention?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That is why we are APC, All Progressive Party. Because don't forget, before APC came on board, it was amalgamation of professionals, technocrats, and the masses of this country. So we have the wherewithal to, deliver before the time frame. The only thing we have to do now, we have to wake up, we have to be on our toes to make sure that all the zonal, elections, takes place as the committee release the timetable. We have to follow the timetable and make sure that since INEC has given us the time frame, we meet up with it. But we have the wherewithal. We are already talking and we are rubbing minds. We are regrouping so that we will not fail Nigerians. We have the capability, right. We have the wherewithal. But the only advice I want to give is that the stakeholders at the grassroots must be carried along.
All right.
All these subcommittees that were...
Right. You've actually made your point. The stakeholders must be carried along, and I think that's also what other party members also advocating. Dr. Kailani Mohammed, thank you so much for speaking to us. APC
Thank
Chieftain.
you very much.